Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahweh Shai, being the true name of the Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls JC. Racha HaKodash, being the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and teachers of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. And shalom to the hopefully elect. This video is going to be going into how the Lord will give you the spirit you need when it is needed. Okay? The Lord will give you the spirit when you need it. Alright? For example, and we can open up with this real quick. Alright, but for example, you may not have that spirit of fiery anger all the time, okay? But when it is needed for you to have that fiery anger, the Lord will instantly put that spirit upon you, okay? And you use it, all right? You wield it like a sword, all right? Or a weapon, okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai Shai. Because you're not always going to have this, in being in this flesh, you're not always going to be in that fiery spirit on 10 all the time, okay? That's out of balance, okay? And scripture's going to have a false balance is abomination to the Lord, okay? But the point being, when it is needed for you to have that spirit, whether it be you in Jacob's trouble and you got to use that anger to do something, or it may not even be the spirit of anger. It may be the spirit of love. Or you may need to use that spirit of love to what? To heal a brother in the time of Jacob's trouble. Whatever it is, bro, the Lord is going to give it to you when you need it. All right? But let's get this. This is Ecclesiastes 3:1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So it's a place and a time for everything, bro. It's a season. Okay, it's a time and a place. It's a time and place to let that fiery anger unleash. Okay, and it's a time to hold back and just be and take the low route, the passive route, if you will. All right, it's a time and a place for everything. All right. It says a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, a time, oh, this is a good one right here, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. Okay, so the Lord might put that spirit of anger upon you to go and kill, all right? Or he may put that spirit of love upon you to go and heal, all right? And these are the times we're coming into when these things, when the Lord will lift up that standard, because the enemy will come down like a great flood. All right, according to, we can get that real quick, because I think I got that queued actually. All right, the book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and 19, it says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Okay? So, when the enemy comes in like a flood, when it's the season, all right, for the Lord to give you that spirit, is going to be in season. All right, right now, it's not the season for the Lord to lift up that standard, because this society, we not in that season yet. All right? The enemy hasn't fully came in like a flood. All right, is certain prophecies that have to happen before the Lord completely lifts up that standard. Now, the Lord is lifting up the standard in different ways, though. Okay, it's not fully. It's not you get an increase through the Spirit. All right, slowly but surely. Okay, that's showing you the Lord working with you. All right, that's all you need right now. Okay, and you just have to trust that the Lord will have you in the times when you need him, when the time the enemy coming like a great flood. Okay, he will put that spirit upon you to do what you need to do. Okay, and that's what you have to remember, that it's not your spirit that's doing it. All right, it's the spirit of the Lord. Okay, and the Lord can instantly put that spirit upon you, and he can take it off you. All right, it's all up to Yahweh Shemel Shai. And that's just something to remember, bro. All right, but right now we are not in that season of the Lord completely lifting up that standard. So what do we have to do? We have to wait, be patient, and continue to do the works of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the videos. All right. This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey." Okay, so we have to patiently wait, all right, on the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. It says, "For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation." Okay, and that indignation goes into righteous anger. "Even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." Okay, so the Lord is going to do this. He's going to pour his indignation upon the earth, and he's going to use his men, okay, to do it. He's going to use some of his men to help execute his judgments through that indignation, okay? With that indignation, for lack of better words, the Lord is going to put his indignation, the Lord is going to put his fierce anger upon certain individuals that's walking this planet, and those certain individuals will be unstoppable, okay? Unstoppable. All right. And you see it happening today on a small scale. Brothers out the camp. Okay. You just see the spirit get on the brother. Boom. And they just snapping through the spirit. All right. Just imagine the times you're coming into when the enemy coming like a great flood, bro. Okay. The Lord is going to put his spirit upon certain men. All right, and lift up that standard where nothing is holding them back. All right, this is Ezekiel 25 and 14. It says, "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel." So the Lord is going to use certain of his men to execute his judgment. Okay, it says, "And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai." Okay, so the Lord is going to put his anger and his fury on certain individuals when the time is right. Okay, but right now, you're not gonna be just walking around with on 10 of that, with that fiery anger, just walking around on 10 all day. You walk in the grocery store, you looking at Edomite, just staring them down. If the Lord put that spirit upon you, hey, that's cool. But scriptures talk about, back in Ecclesiastes 3, it's a season and a time for everything, bro. Okay, so let's go back to that Ecclesiastes 3. It says, and we can go down here, verse 8. Verse 8, it says, "A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace." Okay, so it's a time for everything, bro. All right, it's a time and a place for everything. Okay, but when it is needed for you to be in that war state, that anger state, all right, that time to kill, all right, the Lord can instantly put it on you, bro. You can just be chilling. You could just be chilling, meditating. You straight. You in a neutral state, and the Lord just boom, and you go do the Lord work, bro. All right, it's that simple that the Lord can do it, bro. All right, and let's get this example real quick. All right. Let's get that in 1 Samuel chapter 12. All right, this is the book of 1 Samuel. Chapter 12. Chapter 10, Salakia. This is 1 Samuel chapter 10. And no, we could get this one. Salakia. Just to cut it straight to the point, bro. This is 1 Samuel chapter 11 and verse 1. All right, starting from the top. It says, about a month later, King Nahash of Ammon led his army against the Israelite town of Jabesh Gilead, but all the citizens of Jabesh asked for peace. Make a treaty with us, and we will be your servants, they pleaded. All right, Nahash said, but only on one condition. I will gouge out the right eye of every one of you as a disgrace to all Israel. Give us 7 days to send messengers throughout Israel, replied the elders of Jabesh. If no one comes to save us, we will agree to your terms. When the messengers came to Gibeah of Saul and told the people about their plight, everyone broke into tears. Saul had been plowing a field with his oxen, and when he returned to town, he asked, "What's the matter? Why is everyone crying?" So they told him about the message from Jabesh. And this is the point right here, verse 6. Then the spirits of the Most High came powerfully upon Saul, and he became very angry. All right. Oh, and that was in the NLT. Salakia, if I didn't mention it. All right, Salakia. But in verse 6, it says, the spirit of the Most High came powerfully upon Saul, and he became very angry. Angry instantly, bro. Okay? He was just chilling, plowing the field with his oxen. All right? When he got to town, he asked, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? They let him know. Boom. The Lord put that spirit of anger upon Saul, bro. And then what did Saul do? Okay, with that spirit of anger that the Lord gave him, what did he do? All right, let's skip down to the point. Verse 11, all right. But before dawn the next morning, Saul arrived, having divided his army into 3 detachments. He launched a surprise attack against the Ammonites and slaughtered them the whole morning. All right, so the Lord gave Saul this spirit of anger, and Saul did what? He slaughtered the whole army, all right, of Ammonites. It says the remnant of their army was so badly scattered that no 2 of them were left together. All right. And that's how quick that the Lord is going to give the spirit to you when it is needed. But right now we must wait and be patient, bro. All right. But trust in Yahweh B'Shem El Shai that when it is needed, you may not even expect it. The Lord's just going to put that spirit upon you, bro. You may be at a peaceful state. Out of nowhere, boom, the Lord puts you into the Lord give you the spirit of anger, the spirit of war, the spirit to kill, whatever it is that the Lord needs you to do, the Lord is going to have you do it. Or it may be on the other end. You may be angry, filled with indignation, that fiery anger. All right, then the Lord put that spirit of peace upon you. All right, and you start healing brothers, bro. Or however it may be in the times you're coming into, all right? But that's just the point right there that the Lord, it ain't nothing for the Lord to just give you that spirit, bro, to lift up that standard for you and to use you as a vessel and to fulfill his works on this planet, bro. All right? But yeah, that was pretty much the point, bro. All right, Lord willing, somebody got something out of this video. Lord willing, is edifying to the body in some type of way. Till the next time I say shalom, abba, kwam yasharallah.